Yeah. That's me too. What's going on? Greetings. I guess that's a new thing now. What? I guess that's what everybody say now. Greetings. Excuse me while I hit it with the Palo Santo. Kemet is dead. I don't know what Kemet you're talking about, but I am Kemet. Raisin 9, that's good. I'm glad smoking is bad for you. I'm not smoking. This is Palo Santo. I don't smoke. I don't smoke, man. So, thank you for that. Yeah. Hey, I got my account back, y'all. Y'all ain't been wondering where I've been? Y'all ain't been wondering where I've been? I got my account back. Damn, that's what's up, man. That's good to see y'all. Hold on, y'all. Someone said why I don't smoke. Why? What do you mean why I don't smoke? Let me ask you a question. Why do you smoke? Why do you smoke? If you do smoke. Peace in, y'all. Peace in. Ooh. Look, I got my account back, man. I'm so happy. I am so happy. It's good to see y'all. It's really good to see y'all. You're back. I am back. You know what I'm saying? I am back. Listen, they banned me from this account. They totally took this account from me. And I appealed it. I wrote this, this nice little appealed message. And then I didn't even know if they gave my account. They didn't email me. They didn't send me no text message or nothing like that. And it was this one goddess who emailed me and be like, hey man, your Anu Juice account's still up. I'm following you on both of them. It looks like your videos are still there. I was like, what? So I wanted to go log into my account, to this account, and I was like, oh shit. I seen they gave me my account back. I was like, yo, this is lit. By the way, y'all, I do have another account. It's the same name as this, but with a D in it. Anu Juice is my new account. Go follow that, because I've been posting some fire on that too. You know what I'm saying? I've been posting some fire on that too. But that's where I've been at. I've been here, but they silenced me. Now I'm back. They can't silence me. Wagwan. Wagwan, brother, and what's going on? I can't speak that shit, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. Wagwan. That's almost my sister's name, Wagwan. Yeah, okay. It's good to see y'all in here. That's what's up. How y'all doing, huh? How y'all doing this evening? So Nia. Okay, I see you. Jay Luna, what's that in the background? It's my boy Anu. Peace, peace, peace in, Rita. What's going on? We back. We back on my other account. I'm dude. Hey, Mover Divine. Good to see y'all. Anu, Juice Infinite. Yes, peace in, y'all. Peace in. Peace in. No, it's good to see y'all in here. It's good to see so many people in here. This right here on Amazon. I got this on Amazon. Much love, man. Much love. Anu Juice, is that it? Yes, that's my new account. That's my other account right there. That's my new account. Anu Juice. That's my other account. I've been posting some fire there too. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Rita. Hold on, Rita. All right, there you go. Okay. You keep seeing black cats. Oh, black cats. That's powerful. Black cats is powerful now. Don't worry about black cat. A message to all my moderators. Check out the chat. Make sure everybody is good. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this, right? I want to say this. Let people say what they have to say before we go blocking them and deleting them. You get what I'm saying? Let people say what they say before we go out and delete. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has an opinion. We are here to listen. You know what I'm saying? We are here to listen. Sometimes I don't even read the comments. I want to go back and read the comments and see what's going on sometimes. So don't go trigger happy. You know what I'm saying? Don't go trigger happy. You feel me? This is what it's about. We're here to listen to everybody's voices and opinions, you know? All right. That being said, y'all, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's been a long time coming. Hold on, y'all. I have this video to show y'all. I tried to find the original video, but this is on my brother. This is on my brother B-Dale channel. This one goddess had this dream. Y'all probably seen this, but let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all this right quick. Okay, that's not it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find this for y'all. There we go.
Time, so when they come back to this planet, when you had to open.
All right, let me show y'all this video right quick, y'all. I tried to find the original video, but I couldn't find it. What's up with black cats? Black cats, listen, this is why the Egyptians recognize black cats, you know, known as, oh, hold on, what is this? And black cats is literally a representation of our entities, right? Of us. You know, this is what the movie Avatar was pointing out to, in a sense. When you look at the movie Avatar, this is why the blue people, the Avatar people, they look like cats, right? Signifying lion people, you know, felines and whatnot. This is where the concept of deliriums come from, if you ever hear deliriums. So, when they talk about black cats are very esoteric species, very esoteric beings. This is also why their eyes are very different. Their eyes look different. They are in a sense vertical, right? Because they can see into the fourth dimension and beyond. A lot of animals, they have another what you call another cone on their retina, which allows them to see into the fourth dimension and beyond. So when cats enter the room, you see them like when they go in the room, they look around, they're pinning around because they're tapping into different frequencies as well. Not to mention there's other animals that when they bellow out their call, they're tapping into the spirit realm because it sends out vibrations, and the vibrations kind of like a sonar. They use their call out like a sonar to see what's going on because in this realm and whatnot, and they're able to tap in. They can see into different frequencies. Cats are very powerful beings, and the term goes as 9 lives because they represent 9 ether beings. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say cat had 9 lives. When they die, like they get another life. So they represent 9 ether beings and whatnot. So they are literally our ancestors. Cats are very, very, very powerful beings. If you have cats, then you are highly protected. You're not going to be messed with in the spirit realm. They see things and they keep negative entities away from you, especially black cats. You know what I'm saying? So let you guys know that. But that's what it is about black cats. But what they try to do is, what they tell you about black cats. Oh, when you see a black cat, it's bad luck, right? Stay away from black cats and whatnot because they're gonna tear your ass up and whatnot. That's what they tell you. But shit, I'm 13 lines of count. But yeah, 13 lines of count. Did you make the tangerine that's on your head? What's that? Have you noticed using it? Oh yeah, I make these. You know what I'm saying? I make these. I make all these. I make them. I got them. I got them for the low. I got them they're all over my pyramids. You know what I'm saying? I got them in my case. But yeah. So I'm gonna show y'all this video right quick, y'all. We're gonna set it off. But peace in, summer love. I got a new account. So follow my new account, Anu Juiced. What's it called? Moderators, you can put that in a live for me. I would appreciate that because it's hard to text and type and all that BS. But Anu Juice, it's Anu Juice with a D. That's all it is. But that's my new account. Just in case they take this one down, I'm not trying to get taken down. So you know, but yeah, the Anunnaki related to black cats. Yeah, is Anunnaki related to black cats? Listen, anything that has melanin. Anything that has what you call melanin are what you call Anunnaki, just to let you know. Anything so put it this way, right? Put it this way. We look like humans, or what you perceive humans to look like in this world. Every planet, depending on the protons, electrons, and neutrons, right? Depending on those type of things that create that planet, right? Every atmosphere to that planet is different. So you're going to generate a new body, a physical body that's conducive to that environment. So because this is what an earthling looks like to you, or what we perceive earthlings to look like to you, this is what we look like here. Not to mention, this is not what we looked like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that's not what we look like. So because of what we have been through, bunch of wars, pillaging, raping, all these extraterrestrial wars that we have been a part of, you know what I'm saying? All these different entities come into our planet and doing all these atrocities and whatnot. So within our DNA, I was briefly talking about this yesterday. Our DNA, what it does is it takes in that information. It takes that information and then it puts it into like a bank account. And then because the experiences that we go through, it's like, okay, so since we experience this, then we don't need this anymore, then we don't need that. So basically it's changing the way that we experience things. You know, they want to talk about what's it called? They want to categorize it as evolution. It is a form of evolution, but what it is it's creating a change within your DNA to make you conducive to more to that environment. Because first of all, we're not even supposed to be here. We're in this dome. We're subjugated to this dome, breathing poison. Literally, we're literally poisoned. This is why we're the color. We're not supposed to be this color. We're supposed to be blue, green, like the Avatar is showing you. You know what I'm saying? But because we're subjugated to this poison, We're oxygenated beyond our measures, and what happens with oxygen, when something is oxidized too much, they rust. They look like the color brown, brownish, whatever you want to call it. This is why we are this color. So we are being poisoned in this environment that's not even conducive to our being. But as the sun is here, we have the other sun here, Nibiru, is breaking down the atmosphere, is breaking down the magnetosphere, and what now? All of a sudden now people are getting like melanoma and whatnot, because there's going to be hell to pay. It's already here. We're just waiting for the right time. But let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's funny enough, this God is gonna speak about it, but just listen to the story. It's about, I don't even know, it's about like 15-20 minutes long, but it's a great story. I'm gonna show y'all. I also wondered why Bible is dark green. What? You always wondered why bio is dark green. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all this video right quick. Let me turn this off. Let me show y'all this right quick. Hold on. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me wipe this for y'all. Okay.
Vortex on March 23rd, 2023.
This is my boy, right? B-Dells.
That is basically 3 days after the new year, which is spring 20th. Tripping. March 20th in the spring. So that's going to be the new year. So 3 days after that, you're going to have the open vortex that's going to be permeating the fourth dimensional energy that's going to be hitting the atmosphere, right? So like I said, this is the personification of galactic judgment. So this is
those animals that you have been seeing, running in circles and whatnot, they are basically telling you that there's a new energy coming in. You physically can't see it because our eyes are only subjugated to a small percentage of the light frequency, right? Until we get acclimated to the new frequency that's coming in, the only way that you can see the only way that you can see the difference of energy is by animals. Animals are a perfect example of this. So that's why animals have been acting weird.
She's going to be giving you her dream interpretation about everything that I'm saying, right? So everything is going to come to pass. That's why a lot of people been having a lot of these prophetic dreams. A lot of people been having a lot of these visions because, like I said, evolution has to take place. Right. Ascension has to take place.
You see what I'm saying? I was just talking about the whole evolution thing. I was just talking because our body is getting, we're getting these new upgrades for the new dimension, for the new fourth, fifth dimensional frequency that's coming up here. This is how true evolution works. Evolution doesn't work in the way of us evolving from monkeys. That's a whole lie. That shit was propagated by Charles Darwin, who is a Freemason, him and his cousin, who both were Freemasons, as a way to basically incite racism. So, because racism has to do with genes, with race, with who you are and whatnot. So, this is the real what evolution is. And like I said that, we use evil, which you get the word evolution from. You get the word evil from evolution in order to evolve, in order to ascend ourselves.
You have to be mentally and spiritually prepared for everything that's going to be taking place. So I'm going to be breaking down everything that she's saying while she's giving you everything that she's saying and that she's seen in her dream verbatim.
I'm going to try to do this a little slow so that I don't forget anything. Excuse me. But I just had this crazy ass dream. So I got to say it right now. And so the dream was like Judgment Day. And excuse me, I'm trying to speak loud enough. The dream was like Judgment Day, but let me just tell you that it is not how we are taught or what anybody else has even had the concept of. Like, it was freaking crazy. And in the dream, I was living in this kind of gated community, and there was a school there, and there was fun stuff to do. I don't know. It was like people who live on Disneyland or something. Like, there's so many things around, so many buildings, a shopping mall and grocery store, all kinds of stuff inside of this community. and there was some sort of parade or something, and I was outside with some friends. And the weird thing is, I was married to Terry Crews. I'm not sure why he was in my dream, because I wasn't watching anything with him in it or anything. But I was married to him, and he was cheating on me, but I kind of didn't care because I just don't care. But he, yeah, he wasn't there. He wasn't anywhere on this particular, in this community or whatever. He wasn't there at the time that it was happening, so he wasn't aware. But anyway, I'm standing out there with my friends, and all of a sudden, from far up the road, because people are coming down this, walking down. It's more like a festival than a parade. Let me say that, because people are walking every which way. There aren't floats or anything coming, so it's not a parade. So, I'm walking somewhere with my friend, and we're checking out stuff, and then all of a sudden, these things, not things, but they come into the community, and they just start killing people. And as they're killing people, they're shouting out sins. And everybody starts screaming and running and going crazy, and it gets so chaotic. I'm going to probably put what they were saying as they were killing people in another video, because it was so much. And then they were saying it so much that I picked up on, like I really understood what they were there for. But everybody was like, aliens, aliens, terrorist attack, and all sorts of kind of stuff. Like, people were yelling all this stuff. But these things, they were aliens, and they look like us, but huge, like really.
So I'm gonna show you a picture here for a second. She's basically talking about the Netzeru, or the Anunnaki, of what people call them. The Riskians. Anunnaki, Riskians,
The risk.
whatever you want to call them. So these are the Elohim of your Bible, what they was talking about. These beings are anywhere from 7, 9, 10 feet, 11, 12 feet tall.
14 feet tall.
So that's what they was talking about when the Elohim, they came down and met it with the daughters of men. When you talking about that in the book of Enoch, you got to read the book of Enoch, because that's basically a book that was extracted out of the 72 pages of the 72 stories of the Bible, because then it was condensed down to 66. And they started taking a lot of the stories out of it, because they're basically talking about a pantheon of gods that came down to this planet and jump-started everything. So this is what she's talking about. These are the beings she's talking about. The Anunnaki, Elohim, the Nephilim, or the Netzeru, right? When you go understand Kemetic theology. But back to what she was saying.
Guys, stop getting ripped off by your car insurance company and check this out. Okay, are you ready? All right, so let's take...
So, just like I played this, maybe I'll play another video of this one day, but I played this before, specifically people who are in the secret space program, right? The people who are in the secret space program, they've had the opportunity to meet certain individuals outside of this realm, outside of this planet, right? And they even stated, plenty of people have stated that when they see extraterrestrials, that they are tall, black giants. That's what they're telling you. They're telling you they are tall, black giants. And a lot of them are the ones that have been keeping us in this matrix due to the usurpation of our energy. They are basically they are in a sense playing, this is where you get the concept of fallen gods, okay? They're playing fallen gods in the sense of they're even using their own brothers and sisters who don't have knowledge of self, and they've basically thrown other races in the mix to basically use us and basically get energy from us, to usurp energy from us, because it feels good to them. So all these reptilians and these beings like that, they are part of us as well, but they are not us. I'm gonna let y'all know they are a part of us, but they are not us. And they are some of the ones that are propagating this whole thing. They are dark versions of us, dark energy versions of us. This is why you can't see them. You cannot see them, not to mention this whole frequency. Let's go. No, not to mention this whole frequency difference. What is going on? Oh, there we go.
Anunnaki size. That's the word that I heard in the dream. They were Anunnaki size. These things, they were aliens, and they look like us, but huge, like really, like Anunnaki size. That's the word that I heard in the dream. They were Anunnaki size,
Anunnaki,
or descendants, or something like that in this dream. and they were very tall. Like, let's see, the tallest human being is 7 feet. These people were like, I would go anywhere from 10 to 12 feet tall, men and women. And they were pointing out sins and just grabbing people and crushing them and stepping on people. And there was a machine. This shit looked like Transformers. There was a machine that was riding behind them that was picking up the dead bodies.
Oh,
and
hold on.
They were saying on the other end of the park, because it kind of looked like an amusement park, the way this community was set up. On the other end, there were these light beings, and they were also large, but not quite as large as those that were performing the judgment. But they were still, you know, big. And they were, I call them light beings because they were about silver in color.
So she's basically talking about Ethereum beings. So you got three
the plasma beings.
Modes of ascension when you're talking about these beings. You got carbon, the physical matter, and then you have a transmutation process to where you crystallize. And the other ascension process after that is your etheric state, to where you become a light body out of the light prism.
And now I've showed you guys this before. These are the beings in the Merkaba, the plasma beings. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of. I know y'all seen this before. Y'all. I know you guys have seen the plasma beings around before. Hold on.
Where the hell am I going? I woke up all early and disoriented because of this dream. Now I'm not even heading to the right job. What the hell? That's okay. I got like an hour. They were silver and they were like illuminated, like they were shining. And they said, hand over the children, hand over the children.
Oh,
give them to us.
Hold
and
on.
These parents that were.
She said, hand over the children. Look, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Right here. Look. Right? Check this out. Check this out.
What the devil is going on here?
Check this out. Look at this. This is from the movie The Knowing. I showed this a while ago. Look at this. Of course they're going to put their face in there, but look. Look at this. The plasma beings. Look at them. Taking the children on board. I showed this a while ago. You see this? Look at this. These are light beings. This is what we look like in one of our states when we are crystallizing into the ether form, right? Because we're ascending in different forms. We're ascending in different forms to the point that we become light beings. It's going to be a physical process first and then crystallize, just like he said. And then eventually in the fifth, kind of like we're going through this fourth dimensional portal right now. And then eventually it's going to be light beings. See how they take, look at that. They got the bunny. You got the bunny in there. They always got to put some sick stuff in here. Now you see how they're emanating all colors of the rainbow, right? Yeah, all colors of the rainbow, all chakra colors, the aura. Look at boy. Yeah. So this is the knowing. This movie right here is extremely esoteric. It breaks. This has to do with the sun all the way. The solar flash. This has to do with the great solar flash. Let's continue this movie.
The parents, of course, amidst seeing something so large and so threatening, and also the kind of stuff they were trying to run with their children, and they're trying to run, So many people were trying to run, even people who didn't have children, they were trying to run. And they were saying the time is now, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to run, the time is now. And these people were grabbing their children and they saw the light beings on the other end. And these people said, oh, guardian angels, guardian angels. And they were like, oh, save my child. And, you know, people were putting them in the hands of these light beings. And I don't think that the people who were doing it were aware that they're all the same thing. They took the ones that were large and threatening because they did look scary. But I wasn't scared of them. I knew what it was, but I just wanted to move the fuck out of the way.
Now, what I tell y'all, y'all think the ancestors playing? They are extremely, extremely upset. I said this before. Think of this, right? This is their house. They gave us the key to their house. And then we, in turn, have basically let all these other entities in the house without them being here, without their knowledge. They are extremely, extremely pissed. So they are coming to clean house. They are literally coming to clean house. This ain't no good. This ain't gonna be no kumbaya shit.
It was like people were scared either way, and then they saw the other ones that they thought were angels, so they were taking their children to them, and some of them were telling the angels to take them, but they were not taking anyone that was an adult, period. They were not taking any adults. It was all smaller children at this particular time, like maybe 7, under the age of 7, under the age, I would say that.
Okay, let me explain what's going on here, right? The children, like I said before, we're about to go through a great battle, right? This is pre-solar flash. I'm going to let y'all know that. Because a solar flash is what's going to cause our body to change. The solar flash is what's going to cause our body to change. So before the solar flash comes, think about seconds before the solar flash comes. And they come here and clean planet and remove the children. And then the solar flash is going to go off, and then the rest of the beings that are on the planet, or the rest of these non-terrestrials and these super soldiers that they have created and these deep underground military bases and whatnot, they're going to come to the surface, and it's going to be an all-out war basically for the planet. This is literally what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen.
At the age of 10, something like that. They weren't very big children. They were taking them and putting them into this vehicle of sorts. And the people kept running, and some people stopped and they tried to pray, trying to make us group to pray against it. They were trying to pray against it. And
you got to understand the psychology of the dark psychology, which is a psychological egregore of Christians, right? If the Most High or, Jesus came back right now, 9 times out of 10, the vast majority of them, they would try to kill him. Because like I said, psychologically, they're not ready for that type of process, because judgment in itself is not going to be, candies and rainbows and things of that nature. Everything's going to be happening in the form of desolation. It's going to be calamity. So galactic judgment in itself, eventually is going to take place. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, if you're not one of the chosen ones, if you're not one of the 144,000 chosen ones, you're not going to reap the benefits of ascension. You're not going to get taken back to, different worlds and things of that nature, to where you can get these metaphysical abilities when you be trained for 1,000 years, which is one day on planet Earth. Right. Well, one day in another galaxy is 1,000 years on planet Earth.
Man.
So when he says that, one day on planet Earth is 1,000 years on planet Earth is one day in another galaxy. So again, now do you understand why this is taking so long? The concept of time doesn't exist for them. When you are outside of time, you don't perceive time the way that we perceive time. And the 144,000, let me elaborate on this, because people think it's literally 144,000 beings that are going to ascend. No, it's not 144,000 beings that are going to ascend. The 144,000 are crystals or nadis within your body that illuminate upon the vibration, the change frequency of this realm, of this of this reality. So in order to become a chosen one, you have to choose yourself. You have to choose yourself. You have to choose yourself mentally. This is why it's judgment. Mental, your mentality. You choose yourself to become a chosen one in order to ascend past all these BSs. How you gonna have I'm gonna tell you that, how you gonna have 8 billion people come to Earth, right? How you gonna have 8 billion people come to Earth, but you only have 144,000 make it? No, these are crystals within your brain hemispheres, right? Both you have 72,000. You have 72,000 brain hemispheres on your left, 72,000 crystals on your right, and then once they line up, that's 144,000, right? This is why they only keep you left-brained. They only have a couple of thousand, if not a couple of 10,000 crystals activating in your left hemisphere. And then most in the right hemisphere completely close off. So when these activate, the 72,000 over here and the 72,000 over there, that's 144,000 crystals or nadis within your brain. And this is all throughout your body as well. Once this activates, you now have become a chosen being, and this activates your ability. This gives you the ability to access powers in the metaphysical when this great solar flash happens. So it's not just 144,000. People don't understand that. Exactly. Him and Seek. What's going on, y'all? Peace in, y'all. Peace to everybody. Let's continue this video. So I'm tired of people saying only 144,000. No, it's not 144,000 people.
They were studying saying Jesus is here, Jesus is going to save us, we rebuke this in the name of Jesus and all this kind of stuff. And this man that was like drunk on the corner was saying, that's useless, this is Judgment Day, this is Judgment Day. How are you going to pray against Judgment Day? And in my mind, I'm hearing all of these things that people are saying, and in the midst also hearing their thoughts, because, you know, you've been told that Judgment Day is a day of your death, that you're going to go stand before God and be judged and see if your name is in the book of life or not, and all this the kind of stuff that people make up. And this was happening like real time, and these people couldn't believe it. They were just, you know, in disbelief. They were like, I don't know, it was almost sad because they were so disappointed. And they ended up getting killed. And the drunk guy did not get killed though. I don't know why. He did not get killed. He was steady there saying stuff. And but he was saying true things. He was saying very true things. But anyway, people were running. It became such a disorder that the ground started to roll. It didn't shake like an earthquake. It started to literally roll. And as it rolled, people were getting swallowed up into the earth. And I started running with one of my friends, but it was like I came there with a group of people, but some of them got killed too. And I started to run to get out of the way of all of that mess. But they were precise, and that makes sense. Like, I realized after I had gotten into the house that if they wanted me dead, I would have been dead. Because I was there in the middle watching from far back. And then they started to get closer, and the waves started to come closer and closer, and these things are marching up. It was maybe about 6 of them, 7 of them, but they're very large. And still going wrong, right? That's okay. Then what happened? Then it got really close to me. It got to the point where they were like within feet of me, and I slid because it was also wet outside. I'm not sure why. The ground was also slick in the midst of it lifting up and rolling. It was slick. And I slid into some dirt, like almost like a pile of dirt and leaves. And I stood there. I stayed there under the leaves and the dirt. And the thing walked past me, but I knew that it knew that I was there. It just didn't bother with me. And so then I went to into my house, into the side door of my house. And one of my friends who had not gone to the festival or whatever, she was like, what is going on outside? I'm so scared. And I was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Even though I knew. And I felt like I was one of few people that knew, but I was afraid to say that I knew what it was because it was like we were in this secure place where we lived at. I'm not sure what kind of place it was, but it looked like, you know, government type secure. And she said, she was like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What about my children? And my husband took the kids out to this festival and they're not answering their phone. I was like, no, nobody's answering phones right now. Like, that's just not going to happen. And then it was like as if, and then she was like, well, where's your husband? Where's your husband? I was like, he's not here. And she was like, but didn't he just text you and say that he was coming and all that kind of stuff? I was like, he's not here. And it was weird, like in a dream, I knew that he was cheating on me or something. And she kept believing everything that he said. And I was like, he's lying, duh. That I kind of didn't care. And then it was like I knew that he was out there amidst all of that, like trying to come back. And fast forward a little bit, the government is going crazy. Those things leave. They walk out. The light beings walk out from the other entrance or other exit or whatever it is. They walk out with the children and escort those children out. And then the other taller beings, the Anunnaki beings, they, escort the machine that's carrying these dead bodies. Still going. Okay, I know, right? Just wasting gas. Yeah, so they're walking through, like the ground has rolled and has given up its dead. The machine is carrying some dead bodies, but some bodies are left. Some people are dying from shock. Dying from shock, like nothing touched them. Other people, they're getting zapped.
Short circuit.
They just getting judged, and they're calling out their sins as they go. And then they left. They went ahead and they left. And at this point, everybody's on lockdown that's inside the building that could get into the building out of their sight. They're on lockdown. And so people start going crazy and trying to connect and trying to find their family members and trying to find this and trying to find that and figure out what to do. And my husband comes in after all of this, and then I don't know. He was like, he told me that he was somewhere in the house, but he wasn't. And I knew that he wasn't. I kind of didn't care. And I was like, his ass is going too. But I'm sitting there talking with my friends, and she's like, oh my God, I can't call my mom. I can't call this person. I can't get in contact with that person. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I said, just calm down. Just calm down. Look, we're just going to have a drink. Let's just get some wine. And we're in the kitchen, right? And I was like, let's do one of those sangrias or something. Let's chop up some fruit and sip on that. Let's just chill. Because this is serious. And so, it was serious. And I didn't want her to be upset, even though I knew what was going on. So that's what made the dream so weird. It's like I'm not saying anything, but I know everything. And so, just when we're about to do that, somebody knocks on the side door. And I'm like, don't answer that. Don't answer it. Because I know. And she's like, oh, it's a woman. It's a woman. And it was this white woman, but her skin didn't look really real. It looked like, you know how when people put too much makeup on and it kind of looks splotchy? It looked like that.
The Pleiadians.
Weird.
She's basically talking about a Pleiadian.
So the Pleiadians are basically beings. The Pleiadians are basically one of the beings who have put this world under this sleep spell. Okay, the Nordics and the Pleiadians, who what's his name was doing business with. You know what I'm talking about, the guy with the Third Reich. I'm not gonna say his name on here, but they were the ones who put us. And the Nordics, them and the Pleiadians have put us under this sleep spell over here. Okay, this is the reason why all this stuff is going on right now. And then the reptilians are brand new in this. They came late. They're just basically having fun with us.
You put too much makeup on and it kind of looks splotchy. It looked like that. Weird. like it's not the right pigment that it's supposed to be. And I was like, no, don't open the door. I don't care who it is. Don't open the door. And this dummy unlocks the door. And I pushed it. And when I pushed it, the thing already had his hand in there. And the hand was like rubber and bent. And I was like, look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. Help me push the door. And I start pushing against the door. And this thing is so strong. I guess she got pissed off about having to push against this door so much that she undid the bolts, like the latch on the other side of the door. So at this point, the door is not even connected. And she grabs my friend by the throat and took her and threw her out the door. And I started running. And I don't know why I'm running, because if she, like I said again before, if they wanted me dead, I would have been dead. And so I'm running, but she moves past me and she goes through my house and into this, what's almost like a courtyard inside of this building. And they start screaming, like security starts screaming. I hit some kind of emergency button and they're like, everybody's on lockdown. So the doors are automatically shutting. These iron doors are shutting over top the houses of people. And these things are coming in through the door that, my side door in my house. They're coming through it and lifting the iron up off of the thing and pulling people that don't belong there. And they start taking teenagers, people that are, preteen and up. They start coming to them and they start judging them too. And it's almost as if they was judging and deciding whether or not they could change. And
Galactic Federation.
There's more time on this video than I thought. But during the time that they're in there inside of the building, it's like as if I know that it's not just us. Like, they're not able to get any kind of government contact. They stay trying to contact all night, trying to contact, but it's not working. And it's like I discovered that, what was I going to say? I'm aware that they're not able to contact anybody else. And I realized that it's not just us. It's not just happening here. These people are stupid in their mindset. They're thinking, oh my God. And the funny thing is somebody kept saying, this is in the initial part when they did the first wipe through, that somebody kept saying it's the government is sucking us up and all this other kinds of stuff. Like they just kept, it was funny, but it wasn't funny. They was like, the government is sucking us up. That's the government shit. We don't have these kind of transformer shit things around here. These fucking spaceship, army vehicle looking shit. This is the government. Like you hear people saying all of this stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and start saying the judgments that they were calling out. They were like rapists, molesters.
You hear this?
They were like liars. And
you hear this? She was saying rapists, molesters, liars. So these people, right? Who are these people? Who are these people? The people who have been doing this to you. The people who are supposed to be your mother and father figures who are supposed to look out after you, right? I'm not, you already know who I'm talking about. The people who have been lying to you since day one. These are the people who are going to get the axe. Let's get it. Let's continue.
Immoral. People who had old modalities. People who were absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you this.
Religion, like with no hope.
I think he's going to cover.
What she said, you caught up in religion with no hope.
You hear this?
If you caught up in religion, that is Saturnian energy. Satan. So you're going to be judged for following Eurocentric spirituality. Just saying. So if you're part of, Catholicism, Judaism,
Hinduism,
Christianity, Islam, if you fall under those monotheistic religion belief systems, like I said, you're going to be judged for it.
So I'm going to let y'all guys know right now, to all my brothers and sisters who are religious, listen, you're going to fall for the biggest trap of your life. All this stuff is happening simultaneously. This is a huge test. Y'all been talking about Jesus coming so in 2000 and whatnot. This nigga is still not here, but you still have faith and still believe that this dude is coming, right? Still have faith. This is the biggest test of your life. Not to mention, not just for you guys, but for us as well. For every single person that's here in this life, this is the biggest test of your life. And you fall for that. You fall for that BS, that monotheistic religion, that Eurocentric way, the Western civilization that has impressed on your mind, right? Because this is what religion does. What religion does, right? Religion basically stops you from thinking, right? Because what it does is it puts an imprint on your third eye, right? Your third eye, which is your brow chakra, your sixth chakra and whatnot. So when it comes to divulging information, figure out information, you can't anymore because there's an imprint that's been there. So it closes off your third eye. It turns off your intuition from higher thought, from higher knowledge, higher information. So now you are literally disconnected from the ancestors. Whenever they try to reach you and tell you these certain type of things, because you have this this preconceived notion in your mind that this Eurocentric or whatever color God or person that you perceive is coming to save you. Now you're in trouble. Now they can't even come in contact with you because your crown chakra, I apologize, not your crown chakra, your third eye, which they represents the eye of Horus, has been closed off. That's why we venerate the eye of Horus so much, because it's the only way to get to you. It is your communication to the cosmos. It is it's not just poisoning your minds with food and water and air and whatnot. You're supposed to literally think outside the box, the Saturnian energy, the box that they keep you in, your house, your car, your computer, outside of the box. Step out of that mind frame so you can get into the higher knowledge. All this great information is coming out, but you guys are subjugating yourself to this idealistic bullshit of religion. I'm just letting y'all know this is everybody is a lot of people are literally dreaming of these dreams. So many people are having these prophetic dreams. If everyone's receiving this, what is telling you is going on? Right? Peace in, y'all. Let's continue. It's almost the end of the video. Let's continue this.
Old modalities. They were saying these things, like just saying why these people weren't worthy of being on the new earth. And I knew that it was about the new earth. I knew that it was about cleansing. Anybody that was pure in their heart and anybody that was believing and understanding what true righteousness is, what life is supposed to be, and all of that, they were staying. They were here to, they're going to stay and be here to help clean up. But the other ones, they were just throwing them away like trash. They would literally call it out.
Literally trash.
This one is, this one is this one. This one is that one. But it's not like the sins like you see in the Bible. They weren't saying things like, oh, homosexual, oh, you fornicator, oh, this, that, and the other. It was just like if you were natural or unnatural. And they were,
you heard it?
On that basis.
Like she said, natural and unnatural.
You hear that, right?
So like I said, if you have a veneration for unnatural ways, you're going to, be discarded. You know what I'm saying? You don't belong on New Earth because you're going to eventually be a parasitical entity to everything, to where you're going to hold everybody back from evolution.
So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think homosexuality is natural? Do you think that? Do you think lesbianism is natural? I'm just letting y'all know. Listen, because this is not the way our ancestors left us. You never heard about any of this in the Kemetic times. You never heard of any about this in the Sumerian times. You never heard about any of this type of stuff in the Atlantean times. You never heard about any of this stuff in the Lemurian times. You never heard about none of this shit. Not until the Greeks and the Romans came into play. Not until the Greeks and the Romans, these Europeans came into play. Did you hear about this stuff? Not to mention homosexuality and all these type of things were deemed as mentally ill disease. And not until the 1980s, these things were removed from books. So let me ask you again, is that natural? Is that natural to you?
Not necessarily pointing out people that were good, they just let you live and you understood, And so it was just strange like that. It's very strange like that. And what you gonna do, run into? I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting something else. Because the whole thing was just, I don't know, it was happening as if I'm watching a movie, like as if I'm dreaming something that should be a movie, but something about it was just extremely real. And you're seeing these people suffering. You're seeing people crying. You're seeing people falling to the earth. Like you feeling all of this fear, all of this anxiety, all of this panic. But it was like after the first briefing, the first time that it come true, it was like this cleanliness, or like a cleansed feeling that came over the earth, and they were not done.
Yeah.
So as far as like the auric field, I mean the ethereal field, like as if there was a cleansing being done over the earth, and that's really what they were coming to do. And then I woke up, I just remember, let me make a quick apology, because when I did that channel tree message, I left out some stuff.
There we go. I think that's the end of the session. But you hear what she said, right? It's a cleansing, it's a cleaning that's coming for earth, right? And to all people who don't believe in dreams and whatnot, dreams are alternate realities that are happening simultaneously. Again, time is only relative to the person that's receiving that's perceiving the concept of what you call time. Time, again, backwards is emit. We're emitting our consciousness into this physical vessel in order to basically help change and elevate the vibration of this planet. You know, this is why the planet is going through this situation now. The planet is going through this situation now because there's so many high levels of being, so many high vibrations of being on this planet, and this planet is ready to change. You really think it's only 144,000 that's about to make this change? You really think it's only 144,000 beings, high vibrational beings that's ready to make this change? No. It's not that. That's not how it is. So dreams are alternate realities that are taking place simultaneously at the same time. And then once we are ready collectively and we're all ready to tap into that ultimate timeline where we change, where we ascend, where we save these individuals, that's when it will happen. That's when the ancestors will be like, all right, now they're all ready. Let's head down. Let's head down. Let's head down. Let's head down. They are ready. It's kind of like a meter, right? It's like a meter. When your gas is on, when your tank is on full, you happy as hell. You're like, shit, I could go all the way to Texas. I could go all the way to Texas. It's the same shit. There's a meter going on collectively through our consciousness. And when the ancestor sees that meter hit that peak, they're like, okay, looks like they're ready. Looks like the chosen ones have chosen who are they going to be. Looks like the chosen one, who are they going to ascend? You know what I'm saying? And then they will... Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. There we go. And then... Here we go. Nazriel, Israel. You must be from the Nation of Islam. You must be from the Nation of Islam. Go. How about you go to Farrakhan? How about you go talk about Farrakhan? Okay. All right. But yeah. Listen. This dude's a prime. Yeah, that dude's a prime example, and that's why he's out of here. That's why he's out of here. Talking about praising ancestors. Ain't nobody praising ancestors. Do I look like somebody who's gonna call somebody the most honorable some shit? Do I look like Rizza Islam to you? Calling someone the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Do I look like that to you? I don't look like, I'm not the type of nigga to call nobody anybody, no most honorable nothing, no king or nothing. I see you as my reflection. If you want to be God or whatever, then that's it. You know what I'm saying? God, goddess, I'll call you that. But I ain't calling you nothing. I don't praise nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about yesterday, your DNA is passed down. Your DNA is passed down. We are the ancestors. All the shit that our ancestors went through is passed down into us because we carry their DNA. We carry the lineage of the Anunnaki within us. You know, we are them manifested. This is why we feel so attached to them. This is why we have no worries. This is why we have no worries. We're not worried about anything. We know there's something coming, right? Other beings are afraid. Right? When they look up in the air, if you don't have knowledge of self, you are afraid of what's happening because you have no ties to this. You have no ties to this. This war has been going on for eons now, and it's coming to an end. We are only giving respect and value to our ancestors for helping us come through these times, creating a way, creating us in a sense, in order. I talked about the Anunnaki, right? The reason why we are in this situation The reason why we are in this situation is when the Anunnaki came here onto Earth, right? You know, everybody knows that their ship was going through some trouble, and their ship, which Nibiru, right, which is, again, a ship is a planet. Their planet is a ship, huge, big ship. So they brought down here, they came down here, right, saying other beings, the Enkyites, the Enlilites, to come here to grab gold, because Earth was full of gold. And what happened is when they created the race, right? When they created the race in order to, when they started getting the gold, they were like, nah, hell no, we're not going to do this. So let's create a race of beings in order to do this. Let's create a race, and this is where we come from. This is where we come from, right? Now, a lot of people talking about, oh, the Anunnaki created us as a slave race. No, that's not what it is. This is not what it is. So it's just like you. So I have a saying in Creole, right? And if anybody Haitian know, they know, like, pour ça bouik fait petit, pour do bouik le capose, which basically means why did a donkey have a child? And it's basically so the donkey can rest, so the child can do the work of the donkey if they want to ride a person or whatnot. So in a sense, what the Anunnaki created us, and basically what happens is, just like you and your mother, because there's only one consciousness, right? There's only one consciousness that exists. So you and your mother are the same consciousness. What happens is your mother breaks off a piece of her consciousness and transfers it onto you. It's the same soul. Your soul is infinite. You can't fathom the size of the soul. So it's just bits and pieces of the soul that's breaking off from that particular person and then downloading it. Why do you think you have the same DNA as why do you think you have the same mannerisms? The same, you look like your mother, you look like your father, you talk like your father. You kind of like how when your mother has a child, right? And the father's not around and your mother's like, oh shit, you act like your father. You act just like your father, or you act just like your mother, but you've never seen your mother. You've never seen your father. This is how DNA transfers. So it's the same thing with the Anunnaki. Their soul, their piece of consciousness transferred within us. You know what I'm saying? And what happened is they capped our DNA, because if they gave us our full abilities at that point in time, we'd have been like, hell no, I'm a god just like you. Why the hell do I need to get gold when you could do the same thing too? Why do I need to get gold when you can do the same thing too? You're a god just like me. I'm a god just like you. I'm gonna go to another planet and do my shit. You can stay here and get the gold. So they basically had to limit our DNA, right? They had to close off our DNA, cap off our DNA, so we don't get our full abilities. We were going through a karmic change, a karmic situation at that point in time. So, and then this is where the age of Aquarius comes from. Once we got through this whole situation, then our abilities are coming up. That's why now you have a lot of people awakening their powers and whatnot. A lot of children are coming in with their DNA tapped in already. Not 100%, but a lot of them are coming with their DNA tapped up already, because shit's about to get down. Shit's about to happen. You get what I'm saying? So when they created us, a piece of their consciousness goes. It's kind of like when in the Bible they said, and God blew what's it called? Blew life into the soul of Adam, or into the body of Adam. This is a concept of the consciousness transfer. So it's not about creating a slave race for you to go get gold and you get out of here. No, they have more important things to do. Exactly, the breath of life. So now we get a chance, right? Because now we've gone through this whole karmic cleanse, and this is what's happened to the planet right now. We're going through this whole karmic cleanse. Now we're going to have the ability to have our DNA unlocked. We're going to have the ability to have our DNA unlocked. To those who have been doing the work, to those who have not been subjugated to religion, to those of you who are not in fear. Because I said this before, with great responsibility comes power. How the fuck are you going to access your powers if you're fearful? What are you fearful of? You are a child of your ancestors, who are the greatest beings in the universe. They created the universe. They are the universe. How can you be afraid of yourself? That's like you being afraid of yourself. What sense does that make? Facts. Yeah, your gifts are being unlocked at the moment. You are going through this great test. This is the final exam. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Why worthy? What'd you say? The cage at the library? What library? What library are you talking about? Correction. There is such thing as what's it called? What's your name? You got me fricked up. There is artificial consciousness as well. That's what you don't know, or I don't know if you know that. There is original conscious and there is artificial conscious. There are two types of beings on here. You have the sun beings and you have the lunar beings here. Okay, you have the sun beings, you have the lunar beings. You have the solar beings and you have the lunar beings here. Okay, when people die, right, reincarnated and whatnot, you have what's called an astral body. You either have a gold astral body that's connected to the solar system because you have what's called a soul, or you have a lunar body that's connected to the artificial intelligence matrix, okay? Because what this AI matrix, it wants to be like us. Like in that movie Moonfall. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this shit up for y'all. Let me see if I can pull this shit up for y'all. Let me see if I can pull this. Let me see if I can pull this. Let me see if I can pull this scene up for y'all. Hold on, y'all. Is this it? There we go. There we go. So the artificial matrix wants to basically harbor what's called a soul. It wants to be like us. It wants to be like us, but it can never be us, okay? It can never be us. Again, the sun is our higher self, If you are connected to the sun would be your higher self. This is the sun would be the eye in the sky. And then you have the other eye in the sky, right? You have the other sky and the other eye in the sky, which is the moon. The moon is the other eye that is connected to the artificial matrix. The moon tries to be like the sun, but it can never be the sun because the moon needs the light of the sun in order to be alive, in order to stay alive. The sun shines all the time. All the time. The moon is what's stealing the light of the sun in order to shine, in order to show you. This is the same thing as the artificial matrix. Let me show y'all this right quick.
Why do you think of this particular moment so often?
I gave that to you the day before I left on my last mission.
Pay attention to what they saying, y'all.
Everything changed.
This is a happy memory?
All the memories of my son are happy. What is this?
Hold on.
You're not my son. What are you?
I'm a construct from your mind.
Who made you?
The same people who made you.
You hear this?
Billions of years ago.
This.
Your ancestors
You talking about the same people who made you.
were once a thriving civilization.
This
in
is
a
it.
distant part of the galaxy.
You see?
They were so advanced.
This is Xylanthia, okay? This is Sirius. Sirius X.
They built in space. All social conflicts have been resolved, and wars were only memories of long bygone times.
You see how advanced we are?
Your ancestors had created a perfect and harmonious world, controlled by a central, self-learning computer system, which served them in all of their daily lives.
You hear this? Talking about
We
AI.
call it AI, artificial intelligence. Their future seemed limitless. Until one day, everything changed.
Notice they try to play the being as carbonated.
Their own creation turned against them.
You hear this? So
AI suddenly became self-aware and transformed into countless swarms of nanotechnology.
You hear this?
That rose up all at once, refusing to be enslaved by a species it deemed inferior. The AI
Now look.
started a war and began to hunt down and destroy all biological life.
You hear this? You hear this? It started a war. So AI started a war and went throughout the whole galaxy, right? You know how what they're doing with this whole, this Jabberwocky and the trails in the sky and the water, the graphene, the black goo, all that. They're putting all this shit within your body in order to destroy you from the inside out. This is all this evil stuff that's going on, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. All this evil stuff that is going on right now is being created by this AI. I said this before. AI has always been here. AI, the artificial eye, has always been here. It's just been hiding in the background. Being quiet. This is how can I say it? This is the greatest way to commit crime under the nose of people. Being sentient and alive, being everywhere. You have this artificial God that these beings praise, that other people praise, that you have no idea about. Another eye in the sky is a black night skylight. Yeah. I did a live on the Black Night Skylight before. It's on my Patreon. But what's it called? Let's continue. But it's almost over. See.
Eliminate any threat to its existence.
And this is all from artificial intelligence.
You see?
I can feel it. I don't know if he's still alive. What the hell are you? The operating system.
Y'all need to watch this movie.
You hear this? The operating system.
I'm programmed to tell you about the order.
See, look, man, I tell y'all, man, look, this is the greatest. This is just like how you saw him, how his hands went through his body when he tried to touch him. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen when you realize the Matrix has fallen. You're going to realize you are the one that has been given the physicality to this dimension. Nothing is real. Everything is a figment of your imagination. Nothing has validity. Nothing has matter. It's you that is creating the effect of everything being physical. You're going to realize that when this Matrix breaks down. The Matrix is helping you realize it because we've been programmed for so damn long. You hear that? AI is billions of years old. Billions with a B. And our universe is 13.2 billion years old, according to science. But we've always been here. I'm going to let you know that we've always been here. So you can't even fathom how old we are. We don't even know how old we are. But we created something outside of ourselves to aid us. Because of what? Laziness. I'm not going to say laziness because there is some good AI. But majority of it has trapped us and other planets in this solar system. Not just us. There's other planets in our solar system. And then our family, some of our ancestors, has been using it to their advantage, to take advantage of us. No more. No more of this. The game is over. The players of this game are rising up. That's you, and that's me. So we are here to remind each other of this great game that we have been part of. A lot of us have just forgotten. We just forgotten this is just a game, just an illusion. It's who can play it better. Who can play 5D chess better? Are you gonna let a robot win you? Are you gonna let a robot win over you? Or are you gonna take this message and pass it on? Download it into your subconscious and remember every single day you fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spiritual hierarchy that are your brothers and your sisters with artificial intelligence that is putting us to this. I'm just here to remind you of your greatness. I'm just here to remind you of your greatness. Because it gets hard sometimes when you're indebted in so much drama, so much trauma, this and that going on around you, so much noise. You can't even think straight. You can't sit down for a second, have a cup of tea without something coming out the corner and bothering you. We are at the end of this great game, this great illusion, this great situation. This separation is coming fast. It's already here. You can feel it. The vibration feels totally different. Totally different. Family, the time is here. The time that y'all been waiting for. The time that y'all been praying for. This illusion is coming to an end. It's time to level up. It's time to meet your family. We all had family who transcended this realm, who have been helping us on the other side. It's time to meet them. It's time to face them. It's time to feel them. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, and whoever that you are wanting to see, that you warrant, that you merit to feel and hold at this time. It's about to be that time. And I hope you are on the good side. I hope that you are on the good side, and I hope to see you on the other side. Because I'm doing what I have to do in order to remind you of what's going on here. You don't have to see it to believe it, but you are feeling it, because everything is feeling. Everything is feeling. That being said, y'all, I just wanted to get this message out to y'all. The ancestors have been working through me like crazy. I've been going through my own growing pains, but they're beautiful. I'm watching life play out in real time, slow motion. Get to be in the present moment. Because why? I present myself into this present moment to be here with you guys. To go through this great trial, this great tribulation. And here we are, because this present is a gift. And this is my gift to you guys. A great remembrance. That's it. A great remembrance. So when y'all see me on the other side, peace, reflection. That's it. That being said, y'all, I appreciate love y'all for coming through my live. I'm gonna try to keep this channel. I don't wanna get this banned, you feel me? I don't wanna get this banned. But we gotta keep going. I gotta keep spreading that truth. I gotta keep spreading that light. Because I am the light. So much dark that I am light. So much darkness that I am light. In this darkness. I appreciate love y'all for coming through. I appreciate love you. Yeah, I appreciate love y'all. I appreciate love every single one of y'all. My videos are saved. I post them on my YouTube. You feel me? I post them on my YouTube. So my YouTube is Conscious Juice. That's my YouTube, Conscious Juice. I'm gonna post it on my YouTube. But yeah, y'all rest well. Safe travels in the astral, because these entities are not playing. Hey, I know its time is over, because once that grand solar flash happens, it will cease to exist. It will be eradicated. Just to let you guys know. Rest well. Protect yourself in the astral. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.